See, that's how you know it was a long day when you didn't click the shit to go live, and then all of a sudden you forgot your ass was on mute. Terrible. It's been a long day, y'all. Coming to y'all live tonight to talk about this Bruno Mars culture appropriation thing. Um, Kind of interesting to me that folks are saying that he's culturally appropriating when we got a lot of culture vultures that we don't address, or we ain't put their ass out the culture. We still inviting them to the barbecue, so I'm concerned about that. But before we go ahead and get started, I was going to get some housekeeping out the way. So if you've seen me on All About the Tea, I'm on the panel. We do the panel every single night at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, 7:30 Central. And you've become accustomed to me. And my name is Schoolboy, aka T. If you want to call me by my government, that's Tierra. Whatever you choose to call me, I answer to all of them, except anything derogatory that my ass will not be answering to. So if you like the content that I'm giving and you like me, you can go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Bang the notification button. Remember, hold the bell down. Choose all notifications. That way you can see anytime that I do go live. And also follow me on Twitter and IG. Those are the only two pieces of social media I do have. And if you follow me on Twitter, you know I deleted my Facebook. And that was actually my real Facebook. I deleted that. So, y'all won't be finding me there. And I don't think I'll ever do any social media platform there. I just don't like the owner. So, anyways, earlier this week, I think it was last week or whatever. And I do have my favorite shirt on tonight because this is my mood. And I'm going to have this shirt on later also for the topic that we're talking about with the panel on All About the Tea. So y'all make sure once y'all finish seeing me here, y'all meet me over there on Monica's channel, and we're going to be talking about what we're talking about over there. Now tonight we're going to talk about this cultural appropriation that everybody is talking about with Bruno Mars. Y'all know that I'm pro-black and I love everything black, blackity black, 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 black. I'm gonna support anything black that we have out here going. Now, music-wise, we all know music is kind of funky. It ain't been good since R&B has not been good since about the 80s or 90s. R&B has it's gone non-existence. I mean, adult contemporary is your Jill Scotts, your Anthony Hamiltons. That's the grown folks. But if we're talking about, not the adult contemporary, but what the Grammys calls R&B, and I'm telling you right now, what the Grammys call R&B ain't damn R&B to me. That's a bunch of bullshit they done threw together in a category, and they're claiming that it's R&B, and half of that mess is not R&B. I don't even know what you're saying when you're rapping, so I damn sure ain't gonna call it R&B. I don't know why they call it R&B, because the shit ain't R&B. Hey, everybody coming in the room. Hey, Miss Mabel. Hey, Jazz. Hey, Murad and Marjorie. You came through, buying, staying true to the culture right there. Hey, Dukes. Hi, Sunshine. No, the hell we don't got Trey Songz. Trey Songz ain't had a damn hit since what was that album? The album that had Panty Dropper and all that. No, and I heard he out here doing stuff to. Well, let me not get on that, because he another one. He over there showing his penile on the damn what's that? The OnlyFans to get somebody to pay attention to his ass. So we clearly see that his music is not selling. So earlier this week, I was fool-la-la on the internet, and I put up the article in the Jasmine brand, and they said, Bruno Mars denies appropriating black culture. This music comes from love, and if you can't hear that, I don't know what to tell you. So after Bruno Mars had a long hiatus, and he's now getting accused of cultural appropriation. He released a new song, and Anderson .Paak is on it. with him called Leave the Door Open. I have listened to the song, and I do like the song. I ain't shit. I like the song. I don't know what y'all like, but I like the song. I don't find anything wrong with it. Hell, 90% of music is cultural appropriation if you ask me. That's just my personal opinion. I think there's a lot of cultural appropriation in all music. Y'all ain't acting outraged when Justin Bieber had that R&B album. I'm confused. The energy with black folks just it bothers me sometimes, because this cherry picking of what we're gonna be upset about at the moment really irritates me. Straight up. Okay? Justin Timberlake ass was out here, the first album, Justified, was black. The second album after that was black. Until he got out, I think about that third or fourth album, then he started getting white and being out in the woods and shit, and we left his ass in the woods. That's what happened. Because the music wasn't hitting for us, because it now had, he went back over to the white side. Then we saw the white side wasn't really buying that, because now they didn't got all up into the R&B and hip hop. Now he trying to go back in the studio right now with Timberland and be black again. So it's like, as black people, we move the culture. My problem with us is that we let everybody to the barbecue, and everybody don't need to be at the barbecue, okay? Because when it comes to time to standing up for us, a lot of those that we invite to the barbecue don't actually be standing up for us. So that's another issue that I have with that. So he has this interview, and you can look at the interview, and he says, you can't find an interview where I'm not talking about entertainers that have come before me. And the only reason why I'm here is because of James Brown, is because of Prince, is because of Michael Jackson. That's the only reason why I am here. So he keeps saying that I'm growing up as a kid watching Bobby Brown and saying, okay, if that's what it takes if that's what it takes to make it, then I got to learn how to do the Running Man. I've got to learn how to do the moonwalk. That's it. The music comes from love. And if you can't hear that, then I don't know what to tell you. So he continues and he says, what is the point if us as the musicians can't learn from the guys that came before us? What did they do? When he's asked about, does it piss him off that people say this about him? He says, it comes with the gig, and there's a real merit to what people are saying about black entertainers not getting their flowers, and I'm championing with that. I'm with that. I understand, but it's just Twitter. Now, I don't know if he's referencing the black Twitter, and maybe that's what he's referencing, black Twitter, that, black Twitter went too damn far. I'm with black Twitter when we right, and I'm with black Twitter when we wrong. I'm going to say that again. I'm with black Twitter when we right. I'm with black Twitter when we're wrong. So my issue with the whole, hold on, y'all. Got a little bit of fuckery going on here. Okay. So Princess, you came through, but you got a little parent meeting. Okay, well, yo, handle your business. Get them kids together. So Lindsay Bree says, the Grapevine had an explosive 2-part discussion on YouTube that went viral about it, if he's an appropriator or not. I personally think he's not. Personally, I don't think he's not neither. Now, that might be surprising to y'all, because y'all know I'm pro-black. I'm blackity black. I'm pro-black, and I'm here for the movement. But if I'm going to hold him accountable for appropriation, that means I gotta hold the Kardashians. I gotta hold Cardi B. I gotta hold Justin Timberlake. I gotta hold Justin Bieber. I gotta hold who else? Y'all can name them in the chat. We gotta name all of them that do it. So if you're gonna get on him for doing it, then you need to get on all of them. Because you can't just cherry pick what you want to be pissed off about. If anything, he's helping bring back the old 90s R&B feel. Because if you think about it, music right now, the era is kind of repeating itself. If you think about it, fashion right now is repeating itself. It's going back to the 90s era, which the 90s era was the ish. I grew up in the 90s. The 90s was the best era. The 90s didn't have all of this technology BS. You didn't even know when the artist was going on tour. You had to write to the fan club and pay for the fan club each month to know where they was going to be at. Oh, yep, Robin Thicke. He another one. Ms. Babel said that's facts. People need to do their research. Well, see, that's the problem. People don't do their research. See, you got this right here, but you don't do your research. You look for Twitter and Instagram to tell you, and all of these blogs, Shade Room, Jasmine Brand, all of these major blogs to tell you how you should feel about something. So the comment section is dictating how you feel instead of you having your own vision and your own thought of what you feel about this man's music. I've never had an issue with Bruno Mars, even when he was more poppy, what they would call pop, but black people had the same issue with Whitney Houston. When Whitney Houston first came out, I Want to Dance with Somebody, she was more pop. Black people was outraged then. Then when she went more R&B and left the pop, then black people were satisfied. So which one is it? Are we going to be mad because he's culturally appropriating? Is he really doing that? Do y'all really feel that he's doing that? Or is he just making music? Because if you're a true artist, an artist is going to make music no matter what the genre is because they just love music. It's not about, am I trying to be more black? Because and I'm going to break it down and I'm going to be real honest with you. Black people are not the ones that they make the money off of. Unfortunately, it ain't us, okay? We tend to bootleg every damn thing. We tend to get everything for free. We not really paying for stuff like that. So your more Caucasian audiences, your Asian audiences, anything else besides African-American are the ones that are really buying and purchasing and doing all of this. Yes, you do have black people, but it's not like that to that level. That is more of the audience. People got upset when Nicki Minaj went more pop. They say you hip hop, you rap, but she did what? Roman's Revenge. She has several like popish albums, and she'll tell you in an interview she hates those albums because she doesn't. She was doing it because the label said this would be a good look if you do this because you'll be able to have the ability to cross over. Everybody wants the ability to cross over because the crossover money is where you make money. And I'm not, and Whitney DTV, I'm not saying that it's not from us. Country was from us, but we don't have nobody in country that's black. We do. I'm going to take that back. Darius Rucker is one. There's a few black country artists. Oh yeah, but Miley Cyrus went over there and appropriated black culture for a minute, and I ain't even gonna lie, I did like We Can't Stop, and I did like 23. So shit, and that's because I have a eclectic vibe, and I listen to everything. I listen to a little bit of everything. I listen to country. I listen to I will listen to some rock every now and then. I listen to rap. I listen to everything. I'm like that, and my girl is like that. So I can be in the car and she got damn Jason Derulo on. I don't even like his corny ass, but he's on the radio. Can't get mad. But I do listen to a little bit of everything. Not everybody listens to everything. Some people just like one wave of music. I don't like one wave of music. Plus, I'm not really into a lot of the hip hop and the R&B that's out right now because, to be honest, to me, a lot of it's trash. That's just that's my personal opinion. He loves music. Yes, he's an artist. And very few artists actually have freaking talent nowadays. So I'm not trying to tear down nobody that does actually have some damn talent because the rest of them, we know it's auto-tune. They just there. So Kev, you don't know, says, I've been a fan of Bruno Mars. He did that song with B.O.B. and then I went and looked him up and he's been singing like that since he started singing. He has. And I do like Bruno Mars' music. Oh, okay, Whitney DTV. I'm sorry. So Whitney DTV is saying, no, I'm saying we made this so all music will have our influence. We influence the culture. We do know that. You know, it's just sometimes we may not be as smart when we're influencing the culture as far as the business aspect, meaning like the paperwork and all of, you know, sometimes people can, you know, cloud the judgment with the money and the advances and not handle the business aspect. But we influence everything. We've been influencing the culture, our rhythm, our style, our sound, our skin tone. Hell, white people have been trying to duplicate us since the dawn of damn time, since they brought our ass over here on the boats. Let's be real. You know, everything that we have in our homes has been invented by someone who was black. The only difference was back then they did not, you know, they didn't allow them to read. They didn't allow them to understand. So yeah, we would make it to make our lives a lot easier on the plantation. Then they would take it and then they would patent it and make the money off of it. But we didn't know that. Y'all laughing about Darius Rucker. Darius Rucker do got a little, you know. Yeah, and we do have a few female black musicians. I mean, country music. Kev, you don't know. Please don't do that. Y'all know she going over there to country. But in the same time, even though I don't care for K Michelle's antics online, I do like the fact that she would go to country because I know that she would sound really good in country music. I know that. I love all music because my family has a music background. My dad played drums. I think I told y'all before. My dad played drums. My dad went to Morgan State, historically black college, HBCU. And my dad always wanted me to play the drums like Sheila E. But my mom was always hating because she didn't really like my daddy like that. You know, they had beef. They got beefed out, you know. My daddy wasn't shit. So, you know, she never wanted me to. But, you know, I think the other night when it was like a late night after dark and I couldn't sleep, I got up and I kind of did podcast style with everybody and I was talking a little bit. And I do like to write. I write poetry. I write music. I can sing a little bit. I don't do it much, but I can. But, you know, music, I love music. And I have like I said, I have an eclectic ear. I can read it and I can write it. But I never wanted to get in that Hollywood ish because that shit is weird. It's weird and I don't want to be involved in it. But I understand there's a lot of, we influence the culture in general. You know, anytime somebody black do something, somebody else is doing it too. So it's amazing to me that we sometimes get lost in the shuffle and everything, but we also, to me, overextend invitations to folks to the party that we probably shouldn't even be extending the damn invite to. That's just, you know, that's me. Yes, Kev, you don't know, she does sound good from the country samples I have heard. Like I said, we originated country. It got taken from us, you know, and we ain't never really went too much back to go get, you know, to be in that genre. It's just been dominated by, you know, them people. I agree. Most music, Sunshine Weston says, I agree. Most music today is trash. Nothing worth buying if it's not something good to listen to. Some people just like the beat, but I listen for lyrics. I do too. And that's why I can't get into this mumble rap ish they got out here. Like Migos is trash to me. I'm sorry. But, you know, the beats be sounding good. But then now it's gotten to a point where hip hop is every beat sound the same. And everybody going on the record. I don't know what the fuck you're saying. I don't know what you're talking about. You know, what's going on. Hey, Bishop. We have been in Kathy. Hey, Kathy Colbert says, preach to the dawn of time. We have. Black people have influenced the culture. And we just do that. We are the culture. Why do you think the Kardashians kept getting with black men? They kept getting with black men because black men were giving them the keys to how to market to the black culture. And what does the black culture do? They still support them and they still buy their shit. They may talk about them, but 90% I'm gonna tell you that get on a post and talk about what Kim Kardashian or Khloe Kardashian's face looks like are the same ones buying their products. So it's kind of like a double entendre for me. You can't talk shit about them and then still buy their products. So it's either you with it or you're not. It's like, that's the reason why I don't believe in cancel culture. I believe it's bullshit. Once it's already out there, it's influence and it's in the culture, you can't go back and cancel it. It's there already. It's infiltrated. What you gonna do? You can't cancel them. By now they done made millions. Hell, y'all said cancel Kanye. His ass still selling tennis shoes out in 2 minutes and shit. I think we're lost in what we're supposed to be standing for and what we're supposed to be arguing about. This man just is making music. He's making music that feels good to him. He's making music that he loves. That's it. I don't think the man out here appropriating damn music. But if you're going to break him down for appropriating music, then you need to break down everybody else that's out here appropriating music, because he ain't the only one. Somebody said earlier, Robin Thicke. I like Robin Thicke. You know, and let's be clear, back in the 90s, the first person that I had ever seen when I was growing up was John B. He was the first white dude I seen singing R&B. And I love the hell out of me some John B. Okay? He was the first one that I seen. Yeah, Marjorie, my dad went to damn Morgan. My cousin did too until he flunked out. That was shade. Black folks are the real trendsetters, but the problem is that we don't stick together enough to run this country. We should not be going through what we're going through if we would stick together. That's the problem. And so you see why white people are upset right now, because we outnumber them, but yet we still can't come together, make it correlate together. Yes, Miss Mabel, people need to understand what the hell you saying on these songs. I don't get it. Lindsay Bree says cancel culture is a joke. It is a joke. Kevin, you don't know, says the biggest issue with music industry is that let anybody do music, and it ain't been the same since the 90s, but I do love me some ratchet music. I do too. Every now and then I like a little bit of Meg. I like a little bit of Cardi, you know. Yeah, I like a little bit of ratchet music every now and then. But to be honest with y'all, I'm not into city girls. I ain't never been. I can't relate to scamming folks because I like to be free and not in jail. I don't, that ain't my ministry. God didn't put that in me. And I like freedom, and I ain't trying to fight for my life or my booty hole while I'm in jail. I'm not into fraud. But some people like city girls. Some people like Saucy Santana. That I'm not into every piece of ratchet music. And the reason why I say that is because I'm cognizant of what I put in my subconscious mind, because the things that you listen to and you put into your subconscious mind will have you doing that ish and will have you believe in negativity. So I tend not to listen to a whole lot of that. I like a good old school R&B. I'm like and people, y'all tell me all the time, I'm an old soul. I am an old soul. Okay. I think I've been here before. I don't know in what capacity, but I think I've been here before. I love old school R&B because when you listen to it, it was a feel, it was a vibe. You knew why. You saw a dude in the R&B video and he crying in the rain or in the snow because his woman had left him. You felt them lyrics because the vein was popping out their neck because they could sing the song. Nowadays, it's just like, okay, you giving me the same recycled, you give me the same recycled stuff. And yes, Bees, honey, it's not like he's Justin Bieber or Justin Timberlake. And yeah, because Lil Twist from Young Money took a marijuana charge for what's that fool, Justin Bieber. And that's not a lie. That's true, because he said that on Growing Up Hip Hop LA. To protect the white boy. But did the white boy protect him? Because Lil Twist's career is nowhere. I digress. I like him more than others. I can actually vibe to Bruno Mars music. I can too. Shoot. 24 Karat Gold was my shit. I don't give a damn what none of y'all saying. I ain't gonna stop, listening to it. Queen went platinum. Oh, we're talking about Nicki Minaj's album. Charity Bolden says music leaves our imprints in the universe. It does, but the thing is what is it imprinting now? It's not imprinting anything right now, but a bunch of damn fake popping pills, being drug addicts, and having a bunch of damn babies out of wedlock with a whole bunch of damn women, and going to jail, and fake gangster thugging, because half of these people don't even live the life that they're claiming that they live. It's all a facade. All of them running around here acting like Tekashi 6ix9ine, but hey, you ain't hear that from me. So Kathy Cobra said, I'm 66 and I grew up on Motown in DC and had to wait until 11 p.m. to get soul from Be More on the transistor radio in the 60s. You know what? I loved like midnight. When Midnight Love used to come on? I miss that. We don't have good R&B no more. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear yodeling ass Jaquise. I don't, some of these rap, it's not at all, even the R&B sounds the same. Everybody's singing about the same shit. I think around 2010, music went to shit. No, I want to say after 2004, because I graduated high school in 2004. So I think a little bit as further as 2000s, about the time we got to 2010, music went to shit. And it ain't been right since then. Yes, Dr. EVA, we do need to stick together as Black people. And it's sad. Because as much as we run the culture, we don't run this country. Which is really sad in a sense. Because by now, we should be, but we're not. So we're behind the tide. The times. And now this is why white people are scared now, because we are starting to outnumber them, but we still ain't coming together. I don't get that. We still arguing with each other. We still fighting with each other. I thought what was real cool, I saw today where Timberland and what's Toucan Sam, Swiss Beats, sold verses. They actually are still what are they called? They're still like holders in it, and then every artist that actually did one, they became shareholders in the company, but they sold it off. They probably sold it to Apple. But once again, like, we get something and then we eventually sell it. That's what we do. We don't keep it. And I do understand you build generational wealth. You get the shares in the company. I don't know how much they maintain control in it, if it's small shares or whatever. But I mean, they helped out them artists that we ain't seen on tour, in a minute. So that helps bring them a little bit of money into their pocket that they probably got screwed out of by, they own damn people, for the Puffies and the Master P's of the world and all the rest of them that holler Black excellence, but they robbing their Black people, which is another subject. And Kevin, you know that damn City Girls music ain't nothing about scamming ninjas and robbing them in the middle of the night and taking their credit cards and stuff. So Marjorie says, Thick is my boy too. When I Get You Alone was one of my faves in the early 2000s. John B definitely was that guy. John B, I'm telling y'all, Someone to Love, I still fucks with that song. That song was a good song. Babyface took a chance on him because at that time in the 90s, people they was weird when John B came out into R&B back in the 90s, because it was like, oh, this white boy singing R&B. They was vibing to it until it was freaking everybody out that he was white and then he was singing that. So, I mean, let's be real. That's what the girl that was stuck in Atlanta was listening to when she made that GoFundMe, when she was like, Alexa, play City Girl. Oh, Lord. Is that the girl that was in the car at All-Star Weekend and couldn't get her ass home? Y'all got to stop taking these. Look, my grandma always used to tell me, I'm giving y'all a little bit of gems right here. Okay, I'm going to stop and give y'all a little bit of gems. Don't go on no trip if you can't afford to go on the trip. I'm going to say this again. If you don't have money to go on the trip to get there and get home, don't go on the trip. I'm just saying. Y'all out here having to put GoFundMe. Look, and I'm gonna say this real quick about the stimulus. Some of y'all getting all this money back from the government because you got a whole bunch of kids. Don't get on my timeline with no damn GoFundMe talking about you can't pay your rent and your car getting repossessed. Because a lot of people getting over 14 G's. There should be no excuses, black folks. We need to do better with our money. I just wanted to say that real quick. We just need to do better with our money. Hey, the interracial perspective, maturity not included. Yeah, you met another live, didn't you? Dr. EVA say, oh, wow. So Buzz Honey said they recorded most of their music in 432 hertz healing frequency. Okay. BJ says it seems instead of embracing who we are and support our own, we want to act or be white to be right. We need to engrave our own and bond and be right on us. Well, I told y'all that I feel as though we going around. But the problem with that I feel is that, okay, you getting mad at this man because you're saying he appropriating culture. What is he doing no more than any other artist? Can somebody break that down to me and tell me what he's doing that's so appropriating black culture when you have so many other artists of other nationalities? They saying the N-word. They running around here, they run around here saying the N-word. They running around here with weave in their hair. They running around here with lashes. They doing everything that we're doing, and it's okay for them. Moment of silence for the goofiness, because I don't understand it. Millennial generation and Gen Z, we saying we want progression and we want movement, but we have no organization on what we trying to move towards to. What are we trying to move towards to? What are we looking to gain from this? Because a lot of this means that we have to sit back and call up ourselves out on our own ish and do better than what we are doing now, because the examples that we are placing out here are not the best. Let's just be honest. You cannot say that this man is culture. Well, what the hell is he doing no more than anybody else? I don't see it. Let me know, because I'm missing what is so upsetting to the black culture. Was this just black Twitter tripping on something and wanting to be mad about something for that moment because they was mad, so somebody decided to get mad that day? I don't get it. And I had somebody come into my comments and say, oh, well, he was on drugs. He admitted he was on drugs. Okay, 90% of the damn industry is on drugs. I love Chris Brown, but he looking real crackish a lot of times. Okay, he looks real crackish. But a lot of them do drugs because nobody is up for 2 and 3 and 4 days just up writing music. You need a little bit of inspiration, as they say. So they might pop up. They might have an couple uppers, some downers, then some liquor, then some weed, and they're going to add it together. So him being on drugs and admitting it, hell, The Weeknd was just on the Super Bowl, and he a cokehead. He said he was. So what's the difference? I'm trying to understand. Pick the outrage and stay with the outrage, because we're not staying with the outrage, man. We are jumping from one coast to coast with the outrage, and we are not staying with it. This is why I'm a little frustrated with the millennials and the Gen Z, because either you're not thinking or you're just not thinking. And you're waiting for the internet to give you an opinion for you to have, in which you shouldn't, because if your parents raised you right, you should have been always wanting to be a leader instead of being a follower. And I don't understand what is the mechanism of wanting to be a follower. That's not cute. I'm trying to understand. Lindsay Bree asked, why would Twist do that? He did it because at the time he did have a deal with Young Money. Justin Bieber at the time he was still in the heights of his career. He was still young, and he was driving, I guess, his Porsche or whatever. They were both in the car. There was weed in the car. So what Twist told him to do, he dropped, the cops was behind him. So apparently he made him get out the car and he took the rap. So why he would do that, I don't know. So you caught a charge over a white boy, and I don't, once again, your career is nowhere. Justin Bieber is still up here living a high life and still making R&B-esque albums. So I'm confused there too. Desiree Moses says facts. Music back in the day had meaning, love, and it made you think. Yeah. Like we should have had us, you know, Tupac came out with Changes. We should have had a subconscious song during the pandemic and Black Lives Matter, but we didn't have that because there ain't no true talent. Mirage Bond says finesse is that work. Yeah, dripping in finesse. I work out the dripping in finesse. Yeah, Miss Mabel, yes. She says he was made to at Lindsey Bree. I think he was low key. I really do. I don't think that was more so his. They were both young, but I think that they wanted to protect the little white boy at all costs. And remember, Justin Bieber is Usher's protege. So you have to also remember too, there were black artists that went out and got white groups or white singers to give R&B to white kids, young white kids. Because a lot of their groups couldn't cross over because the white people weren't so accepting of them. But okay, if we get a little NSYNC, a little Backstreet, a little O-Town, and we give them a little R&B feel, we can get the white audience. And that was always the objective, to get the white audience. It was never about getting the audience for us, because for us, a lot of them is like, okay, well, it's a given to get the black audience. You want to get the white audience because the white audience is going to spend more. They're going to come to the concerts more because they're going to be able to afford it more. And they love the obsession of black people and black culture. So basically, I'm going to market it to them and the black people, but I'm really going to be really marketing it to them because I really want to be able to cross over and make that crossover money. And I think that's where people are missing the facade. If you can't really, to me, you're not a real artist, to me, in my opinion, if you can't hit every genre or you can't hit more than one genre and make money in it. Because the thing is, if you stay in one genre, then you're labeled as one thing and you can't make it on one area and catering to one thing. It doesn't work that way. A lot of people in the music industry can't live in just one box of one genre. They just don't make the money like that. In Desiree Moses, you're right. It's imprinting false realities. And it's been false realities for a very long time. But the problem is that we don't have guidance from parents anymore that make sure that their kids are not listening to a whole bunch of mess and they understand the difference between fantasy and real life. Kids have lost the ability to be children anymore. And when I'm hearing a 3-year-old singing WAP, I got a problem. I got a problem when 16 and 17-year-olds don't know their address and can't get home. We have serious problems more than this man in this damn cultural appropriation that people claiming that he's doing. Exactly. Most of them rappers do stuff that they do. YF and Lucci begging to get out of jail. But you did a crime. And the problem is you got young boys running up after you, following behind you. They really are about that life. And you ain't. And then when the crime go down, you ready to get scared. Why are you scared? You rapping about this, so live it. And I don't, the interracial perspective, maturity not included. I don't know who they are. My mama be my mama watch the BET Awards, or which I call them the EBT Awards, because they just sometimes it's real food stamp based. She'll be like, who is that? And why they got their pants off their ass? Who is that? I don't even know who that is. I'll be like, Mom, I don't know who that is. I can't tell you who they are. And Dr. Evia has an amazing point right there. I honestly can't name one modern R&B artist. I think the genre might be over. I think the genre is over too, Dr. Evia. There's a few that I can name, but there's the ones that I like are not the ones getting the mainstream. I love Giveon. I love Ella Mai until they ran all her shit down the toilet. They played it too damn much. I like Kiana Lady. There's a lot of things in my playlist that some of it is new. It's not old, but it's stuff that's not getting played because it's more of, I guess it gives more of a neo soul vibe, and it's not necessarily R&B, and it doesn't get the play. I do like DVSN. There's some stuff that I like, but it's very far. I like her. Very far few in between, but they only put like a couple of people. Jasmine Sullivan, I've loved Jasmine Sullivan from day one. Jasmine Ben could blow, but because of her size, she wasn't getting that push like that. Now she done got skinny. Now y'all still complaining. I don't know. I don't know. Hell, we can't satisfy. Chris Brown makes good music, but what exactly would his genre be? Because he does do all kinds of music, right? But he's black, so I guess y'all give him a pass because he's black. But there's sometimes when Chris Brown, I'm sorry, I don't want 64 fucking songs on a track, sir. And after a while, by the time I get to 10, they starting to sound the same. I'm sorry. I like him, but after a while, his stuff will begin to sound. I had to take a break. It take me 3 days to get through an album. Not because I don't like Chris Brown, but because it starts to sound the same. Drake has gotten that way. Drake has gotten so commercial. He don't even sound like he was back then. But the hunger changes for their music because they're not the same. They're not going to make the same music because they're not in the same space. And once you get to a point where you could just put anything out and everybody just listens to it, regardless of whether it's good or not, you just throw it out there. Exactly. You said a word. We don't run the culture. No, we make the waves of the culture, but we don't actually run the culture. Because if we actually truly ran the culture, we would run this country. Think about it. Black women are just now really getting into politics and being able to sit with their white men counterparts that can't stand them. That's another reason why white people are upset. Kamala Harris is in chucks and pearls in the damn Oval Office. They're now having to listen to women of all nationalities, not just white, black, Asian, Hispanic, Middle Eastern. They're now having to bow to women. That is something this country has never been able to do before. That you know, we want to say we run things, but we don't, because we still keep ourselves in an uneducated point on everything. So for me, no, he ain't cultural appropriating. What the hell is he doing? He's doing music. That's what he's doing. He's being an artist. But that's my problem with black people. We cherry pick what we want to be upset about. I need for us to fix the community first, our stuff, because you can't expect somebody over here to take you seriously when you what you got going on ain't even really. What are we doing? Y'all jumped on Lovely Mimi because she said the N-word the other night, but y'all ain't jumping on 6ix9ine. Keep the same energy. Most of their opinions are baseless. It depends on our popular wave at the moment. Exactly. So to me, the popular wave is whatever you see on Instagram. Because that Instagram, if you ask me, is a damn flea market. Got some damn AliExpress clothing on it. It's a damn flea market. Queen Mama Bear says, I think some millennials are just bandwagon jumpers. Critical thinking and common sense are not, yes, God. It ain't there. It ain't there. You can tell that on our lives at night, that it's not there. They don't have it. They listen to anything some idiot tells them online. Any celebrity that sits up here and tells you something, they listen to it. They probably listen to damn celebrities before they listen to their parents. And that's if their parents are even around, because most parents nowadays are too busy trying to be their damn friend. And they probably at the club with them. I'll be damned if I'm gonna be at the damn club with my mama. Shit. The hell I look like partying with my mama. Kathy Cobra said, I love some of all genres of music. The song has to make me feel it or the emotion is strong. I like Florida Georgia Line. their country. They have a song called Sipping on Fire. I love that. I feel the song. Me, I like words and comprehension. Follower equal wanting to be liked so bad. Yeah, because I was always raised never to be a leader. You make your own, never lead to be a follower. Always be a leader and make your own wave. And I guess that's why I beat to my own drum and I don't get bothered by people. Niecy Baby said they're not gonna do that. They make more money off of ignorance. Exactly. Kirk Frost said it when he be lying about his marriage with Rashida on Love and Hip Hop. He said, well, we can make a fake storyline up and they're dumb enough to believe it. I digress. Are y'all dumb enough to believe it? Because I don't believe shit on reality TV. It's not reality. Illumi Negro Enlightened Minority says it is the talent it is talent. They just not getting the mainstream. You're right. It is talent. I'm not digressing from that. There is a lot of stuff in my Apple playlist right now. It's not mainstream because it's not getting the play. Because they would rather have the ratchet, uneducated, ghetto stereotypes as being the mainstream. That is what the mainstream is. And to me, it's almost damn near like they're insulting our intelligence and putting every stereotype that we have in our face. But yet the shit that we act outraged about, I'm not understanding why we're outraged. Maybe say, oh shit, not O-Town. I mean, come on. In the 2000s, there were all kinds of white boy band groups. Tell me there weren't. I am being real. There are good artists. I never said that they weren't. I said that earlier. So Desiree Moses says, but when they get the white audience, they flip. They forget who put them on. Remember, T.I. allegedly said when he found out white people liked, when Iggy found out that white people liked her, she started acting different. As I said earlier, it is not, yes, we influence the culture. We do not necessarily run it fully. Because at the end of the day, you're still going to have our Black upper echelon counterparts that's supposed to be looking at the music. They're wanting to make remakes of Black groups that are white that can cross over. It's always going to be about money and capitalism. It's always going to be about that. And at the end of the day, I want to go make money. If you ain't making me no money, then I don't want you. Because you're not making me money. I need to make money. And Black people, we influence stuff, but we don't run it like that. Yes, we influence it, but we don't run it. Because if we were running it, once again, I'm going to say it again, we would be running the country. We're not. We would be so much more in strength in numbers, but we're not. Because we keep inviting everybody to the damn barbecue, and them the same people that as soon as you do something that looks just a little bit too Black, or you get in trouble, they're going to be the same ones that's going to flee on off because they don't want to be associated with that. I'll be associated with it enough to make money off of it, but I ain't going to be with it for a long time. I'm not going to go along with it on the long term. You seen as soon as Puffy got that gun charge, J-Lo was gone. Took her ass on. Hell, she ain't married a man since then. Desiree Moses says, facts, Queen 100. This is a huge way, and it plays a major part in the targeting our kids' subconscious mind. It's deep. It is. The racial perspective. I felt like when you said EBT award, I've been calling the BET EBT since Bob Johnson sold it. I'm sorry, it's not Black. Viacom owns it. A white network owns it. It is not Black entertainment television. Okay, you don't have Black a lot of Black. Come on. Miss me with the bullshit. Miss me with it. Yeah. Maxine King says the young lady that played Billie, Audra Day. Yes, beautiful voice. Once again, very few people knew who she was. She's not mainstream. Kevin, you know what I'm saying? Right. My little brother 11 and don't even know who Cardi B is. The one song he knows is the Fortnite music, but he's being a kid. That's the problem. We don't have kids being kids no more. Lindsay Bree said that Black people mad at Bruno Mars for being an appropriator need to have the same energy for their favorite mumble rapping artists. They don't want to make the music Bruno is making, and that's a fact. Well, they have to have talent, Lindsay, to make that music. They can't make music that they don't have talent for. I mean, like I said, hip hop is a joke right about now. Am I thinking? I'm in the 90s too. Shit, I don't think I'm gonna ever leave the damn 90s. I think I'm gonna just be in that joint forever. Yes, Kathy Colbert, it is a capitalistic society all day, every way. I mean, how do you think? And I'm probably gonna ruffle some feathers. I'm gonna piss some people off. I don't give a shit. How the fuck you think Jay-Z got his money? You think he was ever being non-capitalistic? I'll wait. He had to. He had to use the same tools that the white man used to do on black artists. He used the same tools to make his money. But he created generational wealth. Shit, if him and Beyonce don't never put a damn album out again, they still paid. That's why I don't take. Now they talking about the Grammys. I won't be watching that shit because it's a joke nowadays. I remember when the Grammys, you had to actually have talent because you had to sing live. Now you got people on the Grammys lip syncing, so that lets me know talent is gone. And let's be real. Now that the pandemic has happened, music is not going to make money like it used to. You can't tour. Now that you do go back on tour, okay, people, from what I'm understanding, you go buy your tickets at the box office, you got to make sure you have a COVID test, and you got to make sure you have a vaccine before you can even attend the concert. Now, everybody ain't going to be for the vaccine. So what's that going to do? That's going to make your ticket sales suffer. Well, if it's states, well, Texas and shit, they didn't open up, bitch, all the way back up. You know, I ain't opened all the way back. They open. I'm not. But if you think about it, those people, they're going to go to a concert. That means I got to go pay for a COVID test, which is $150. I got to pay for tickets. And I got to go pay for an office visit for a vaccine. To go to a damn concert. No, thank you. And they haven't perfected the streaming, the concerts, to make money off of that, because you got to make sure you charge enough to pay for the production and the lights and all the other BS that would come if you had a concert. So it's just, to me, I don't know how this touring ish is going to work, but City Girls supposed to be down here in Dallas on the 18th of March. I won't be there. Like I said, I don't really care for their music. I'm not scamming folks like that. So I don't know. Kevin, you don't know, said, I know the BET Awards was done once Beyonce stopped going. Well, shit. Beyonce ain't really been to an award show in how long now? Beyonce really don't give a shit about an award show. Let's just be real. Yes, thank you for this Logic Schoolboy. He literally sold part of Tidal to this YouTube dude. He sold it to Square. But he's making generational wealth. That's the thing. How do I say it? I keep telling black people, you can make as much money as you want, but you're still not going to be accepted by the white counterparts. So you either got to take nothing from something and build it, then get to a point where you're going to sell it, but still have a share and a stake in it to make money. Dr. Dre did it with beats. I think Jay-Z has made over what? He's extended his up to like 1.7 billion now is his net worth. Yeah, he looked like a camel with dreads, but he a paid camel with dreads. I mean, I even had I think I had a friend that just said they tried his medicinal marijuana, and they said it ain't all that. but he gonna make money off of it. I think like four joints is like $60 or $70, like some shit like that. But because it's his name alone will push it. I'm just saying, I be thinking. Beautifully Animated says, I totally want to make a single one of these days, since anyone can drop a song with a beat and it might have a little art. How many reality TV stars got albums? I'll wait. Y'all think about that. That's because Beyonce don't need them. She's already knows she's the queen. But Beyonce has talent. Beyonce is a perfectionist. Y'all seen Homecoming? How she up there? I think the last award show be attended was when she was pregnant with the twins. Okay. Did she go to the I thought she went to Golden Globes or Oscars or something. Did she go to that? I thought she went to that. Lindsay Bree said, laughing my ass off, schoolboy, YT is code for white. As in Caucasian. Oh, my bad. I ain't know that. Shoot, y'all got all this like Beyonce, since she was Destiny's Child, like Kelly Rowland too, wish she would make more music. Kelly Rowland is not the right tone to be marketable. Let's be honest. I like Kelly more than I like Beyonce, but Kelly's not marketable enough. And the producers that Kelly has had has not really done her justification with the music. So Kelly says she just gonna keep putting out EPs. And if you honestly think about it, music don't really make money like that no more. So you better just do an EP with 4 songs on it and keep it pushing. Y'all laughing at me. Desiree Moses, right. Tyler Perry had to have used the capitalistic method as well. Correct me if I'm wrong. They all use the capitalistic method. He just used it with the church people first, the black church people first. Then once he got where he needed to be and he was able to cross over to the other side, he was able to build Tyler Perry Studios. That house that was in Coming to America was his old house. He sold it to Rick Ross. You can't go into business not having a capitalistic mindset. It's just not going to work. Now, we just don't hold and keep it. Now, some people that do start off with it wanting to be all black and remain all black, a lot of times in the back scene, they ain't handling their taxes right. They ain't handling the money right. So then they have to go sell it to somebody white because they fucked up the church's money in the back. But hey, like I said, I don't feel this man is appropriating black music and black culture, because hell, you people that's sitting at the top of the rap game shouldn't even be there if he gonna talk about appropriation. Just saying. If you gonna get on one of them, get on all of them, because everybody do it. That's the way. Hell, what we just talked about the other day about Danny Lee with what's that dude? The baby. He back over there with Mimi, his ex, laid up with the baby mama, the chocolate baby mama. So let you know, y'all gotta stop. Look at it from the other side of logic. This is all about business and money. If the white executives can't make no money off it, I don't want it. Doesn't mean that black music isn't influencing the culture. It does. We just don't run the culture outside of the music either. And the ones that have run the culture, that holla black excellence, have stolen from their artists too. Have kept their masters too. Have sold their artist masters too. Lil Wayne. or when our people have the opportunity to buy their masters, they don't. Instead, they go buy dumbass jewelry and other stupid ass shit that depreciates and end up broke and have to go find God and then start scamming us through the church. But y'all didn't hear that from me. Kevin, you don't know, said the only person I would pay any money to go see after the pandemic is Beyonce, because I know I'm going to get my money worse. Hey, Kimberly Mitchell. It's whatever's selling at the time. Exactly. And nowadays, talent is not required. You just need to have some ass shots, some fake titties, some Botox, be the right shade. You ain't got to sing and have some followers on Instagram. Other than that, shit, you ain't talent not included. They need to start putting it at the bottom. Talent not included. When you listen to the song, talent not included. Queen Mama Bear said, "Yee, oh yeah, he's scamming. Ain't them Sunday church people still suing him for not being paid?" Moment of silence for the goofiness. Yeah, right. While he's selling y'all them slavery clothing and them what are them supposed to be slides that look like cell block 4 shower shoes from jail that y'all paying for, and them ugly ass shoes that look like styrofoam and shit that y'all are out here paying $200 and $300 for like fools, but you can't pay your rent and your mattress on the floor. You ain't got no furniture in your apartment. Yeah, fools. Because guess what? Our people know how to market to us too, because they know the hood mentality. It's all a game and it's all about money. People need to wake up and realize if the man then got off, if Bruno Mars then got off drugs and he making the music that he want to make, leave the man alone. Shit. Because if you ain't gonna get with all of these artists that are out here doing it, then don't get on him. And now, Dr. EVA, you know they scamming. You know when Mace didn't get his money from Puffy, and he still ain't never got, I'm sorry, his money or his masters, he found God. And from what I heard, his whole church was nothing but a damn fashion show. So yeah, everybody find God and get the scam and shit. They be like Pastor Holy Whore, being holy hands and holy hands inside the collection plate. Desiree Moses says correct. Kelly Rowland should have been further than she is now, in my opinion. She just don't have the complexion for the protection, and that's sad. Bingo. Queen Mama says that over. Ye been shady. He wasn't with Kim Kardashian for no reason. You can go on Dr. Phil. Well, hell, you can get online and say some dumbass shit. Don't get it trademarked and go famous. Well, hell, y'all made Gorilla Glue Girl famous. So I mean, what's the difference? I'm just saying. But I don't feel like this man has done anything no more than anybody else but make music. Prince made all kinds of music. Prince still got music that has never been released. So to me, that's asinine to limit an artist to one genre because that's what you feel they should be doing. Well, hell, everybody ain't singing music like they on a fixed income. What kind of shit is that? I just don't get it. Kevin, you know, said these artists need to take a lesson on spending. Is from Monica. People may think she's got money like that, but she is rich and she don't flaunt it. That's why she still has it, and she probably got a lot of sponsors. Monica be on there showing all of them fashions. Trust and believe, a lot of that stuff is given to her because she got sponsorships. And please don't be fooled by Upset and Guava claiming they buying Sweetie and Cardi B Birkin bags that look like old lady ass white women bags. I don't know those bags are ugly as shit to me. That they got money. They got sponsorships. A lot of that shit they get free. Free. They're not paying for all of that stuff. A lot of that shit is free. I'm just saying. Queen Mama said bonded for life. Yeah, bonded for life. Bonded. And really, I could have made that damn that sweatshirt. Because all the shit said was bonded for life. Wasn't shit else on it. I could have went down to the Target and got me one of them and did that. That's crazy glue. She did. She came up. Kathy Goldberg says, sadly, the abuse, mental and physical, has been perpetuated through the music and film industry has been so rampant. It's scary to really know who to follow because you don't want to leave their. Well, I'll say this. We all have the ability to use our intuition. Folks, use your intuition. If the energy is wrong and it don't feel good, don't listen to the shit. I don't follow everybody. And when I do follow people online, I'm very cognizant. And if I follow them, this is because it's some shit to kiki at. It ain't because I'm really taking shit you got to say seriously. Okay? It's a joke. I don't take shit online seriously. That's why when people troll me or say dumb shit to me, I don't really pay. I do get mad every now and then because the Aries, we do get passionate about shit. And then when people keep poking us and fucking with us, then we do say something. But at the end of the day, I don't care. Because at the end of the day, most times those people that are sitting there arguing with you, they got a fake picture or no picture at all. So you online wasting your day when you should be filling out some job applications, bothering me. Go figure. I'm just saying. If you got time to bother me, you got time to put some job applications in. Because most of the time when I am working 8 hours of the day, y'all, I'm working, then I got my laptop up, and I'm trying to post during the day to interact with you guys. Plus, I'm trying to work an 8-hour shift. By the time I get off these lives at night, sometimes I'm dead tired. This morning, my girl had to wake me up. I missed the dang workout alarm and everything because I'm tired. I'm working an 8-hour shift, and then I'm doing another 3 to 4 hours on live at night with you guys. And sometimes even if I do a 2-hour live with the panel, after that 2-hour live, I'm back to working on my YouTube channel to give y'all some videos. And half the time I feel bad because I feel like I'm not being as consistent as I could be because I don't have the time and I'm not just leisurely out here. Unfortunately, that's not my life. I have to work to pay the bills. So, I don't got time to be arguing with no grown people behind some keyboards. And most of the time, these are children. Tricks are for kids, and I don't play with kids. I don't do that. They should be like the Samuels buying stocks and bonds. Everybody should buy stocks and bonds. Kevin, you don't know, said Birkins are for old ladies. I see them Dooney and Burke, which my grandma used to buy. But yeah, because damn, with the Dooney and Burke still making purses? Oh, damn, I didn't even know they were still out there. All the damn Dooney and Burkes I know then closed up. Well, the actual storefronts closed up. Hell, well, I don't even at the Dallas Galleria, we don't even have a Coach store no more. It closed up. Actually closed up a year and a half ago. Queen Mama says keyboard warriors love talking and typing. Well, their internet cred don't go over the street cred, so I don't know what you arguing for. I don't know. You know. Beautifully Animated said, if you care about all the trolls and stupidity all the time, you'd lose your mind. You would. Like I said, that other lady the other day, and I do apologize because I allowed her to get me out of my character, but I was working And I just don't feel like people should have to go through my page to bother and harass folks. If you that damn pressed, you need to go get you a job, because you got too much time on your hand. Well, you know, I'm too old too. Y'all know I'm turning 35 this month. I done found more gray hairs. I just don't have time. The older you get, I'm realizing you have less and less tolerance for the bullshit. And I just have less and less tolerance for the bullshit. So and you know, y'all, like I said, I try to give y'all an open-minded perspective. I try to joke with y'all too, and I also try to open your mind to see something outside of just what somebody's plastering on a blog, because a lot of times the people in the blogs or on the bottom of the blogs aren't that smart. They're not. And a lot of the questions or things that they're saying, just it makes no sense. So and there might be times I'm not gonna speak on certain things because it's just not, I'm not finna give it energy. I'm just not. Thank you, Dr. EVA. Love what you're doing with your content, Schoolboy. Hashtag inspiration. Hashtag Schoolboy Scholars. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. I appreciate everybody that's bought merch so far. I just appreciate y'all, because in general, like I said, I would not be doing this mess. Monica got me out here in these YouTube streets, but this was never my ministry. But you know, I enjoy it because from all of the messages that I get in the inbox from y'all, that really makes my day. So, you know, I think this birthday will be a little bit special this year because I'll be doing this as well. So I appreciate it. What up there, girl 40? I know you done came through real quick. You got a few Dunian birds back when he was working, LOL. I'm probably your grandma. My grandma 86. My grandma looked better than Oprah was looking on that interview. Oprah was looking aged out. I think because she sold her soul too. Kevin, you know, they do sell them on QVC. They've had a whole hour show, but it's rare. See, that's what I'm saying. Those bags have gotten faded out. Like, if I were to try to buy my girl anything, if I really wanted like to buy something, I would want to buy her like some long-term like legacy wealth, like some residual income, like a building, like an apartment building, something like that she could really make money off of, commercial. You know, it's just, I don't know. Y'all just gotta, at the end of the day, I don't feel like this man is doing anything right now that's wrong. I think he's just making music that he loves. I think Black Twitter is tripping. So I'm with y'all when you're right, but I ain't with y'all when you're wrong. I can't, you know. So I can't rock with that. Yes, that's why you see the older folks don't care at all. LOL. The older I've gotten, my tolerance it do. And then when you complete yourself and you heal yourself, you ain't got time to have energy to go back and forth with folks. I ain't got time to be going back and forth. BJ said people definitely miss the bigger picture. Pick your battles. Everything is not your war. Gorilla Glue girl, Bruno Mars should have gotten the issue. You love Bruno. I love Bruno Mars. I just like music, and I don't feel like that man is doing nothing wrong. Now, who we should have rolled was Gorilla Glue girl ass, but she got away with that punk ass. You know what? That's gonna go down for me as the biggest scam so far, 2021. You 66, miss? That ain't old. Shoot, y'all still out here. Hell, most of y'all older over the age of 40 look better than these heifers that's in their 20s. Because they living hard lives nowadays. Hard lives. Yes, Aries season is about to start. Oh, and y'all make sure y'all turn back your clocks on, or turn them up. When you turn them up, I think you turn them up on Sunday. Daylight savings time. Don't be late for work. Okay? Even if you got to just go to the living room like me to clock in. Don't be late. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I'm finna get up off of here though, y'all, because it's 7. I got 30 minutes before Monica's show, and we are talking about something heavy tonight. So we're gonna be talking about I believe more of the them people, T.I. and Tiny and their mess, and more people coming out. So y'all, yes, it's spring forward. Sunday, don't forget to turn that clock. So I'm gonna see y'all in 30 minutes on Monica's channel with me, Bishop, and Ples. We're gonna be talking about more of the unraveling of the rabbit hole that is T.I. and Tiny. So I'll see y'all there in I'll see y'all in 30 minutes. And I gotta go refresh my drink. Because I need to refresh it before we get on them. Love y'all.